So we're working a little bit on, let me say something about this, on this trill in the Mozart K545, the exposition ending has a long trill, and I'm going to tell Judy a little bit how I think about it. Now we don't want to sound like robots, like, okay, we're going to do a measured trill and that means every 16th gets 2, so it starts sounding like a bean counter. So we want to phrase the trill, and so it's the left hand provides the conductor hand. Now if you go really slow, you want to keep one beat through, steady beat through the trill. This is behind tempo. So you start it like this. One a little, two a little, dip a little, one a little, dip a little, little, dip a little, little. You don't want to go any faster now because this is going to be the foundation for what you build on when you go doodle, little, 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 little. But see, the beats are still going through it. No matter what tempo, you want the steady beat. Where does it come from? The left hand. Yeah. But you've got to get the control now. You don't, and I'm not going to show you the wrong way to do it. But the wrong way is to do a lot of finger impulses and sound like you're doing a Czerny exercise. That is not what you want. You want to be a singer, and you also lean on the upper neighbor of the trill. The B is more important than the A, you know that? It's see how I went? Because you know a singer does that. Well, because you build it up.
How do you get from there?
Because you first got to show me you can do that.
Promise.
Okay, so do that. Do that for well. Do that. That's called. That's called the first thing you do for the trill.
But I do. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Loosen up your wrist a little. Now you don't want a severe dip. You want a little bit of flex. Yeah, don't lose your beat. And again, may I say something? This isn't going to be the beat counter. It's going to be the left hand. Now you have to focus on that left hand. Okay, I'll do it up here. You're a singer. You are like an opera singer doing that right now. You are not a pianist. You're an opera singer. Dip. 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 One. Well, you did too many. You went a little too far. Wait, you want to get the exact amount.
Oh, I was
one.
Okay, count it. Okay.
Yeah, but wait, Judy. The most important thing is the rhythmic boundaries of that measure. You're listening now, and that's going to be in your consciousnness forever. So if you trill is what? 4 beats, right? It's not 4.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the most important hand for the trill. Steady it. And let me say something else. And I'm going to say something else because I learned from you. One thing you kind of don't want to do, just because you're dipping in this hand doesn't mean I have to have that refer.
Because I'm always doing the same.
Okay, but that's what I want to crystallize this for a minute. Wait, let me say something. The left hand is, it's shaped, but you don't need so many dips in the left hand. The dips are really coming here. So in this hand, I just would be happy if I did wee, 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 right? There's no big dips there at all. But this is the hand that's really going to have.
If I could coordinate my hands separately.
Look. Eventually you're going to go. Now, even though I did, and I let the trill race off, which is fine, that's what it's going to have to do. But if this starts getting erratic, ain't going to sound good. This is the conductor hand. So why am I telling you to practice with a measured trill? Because at least you're able to keep in control. Wee, 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 oh. In this hand, you're able to say, okay. And lots of wrist motion. You're playing with your wrists.
1, 2.
Yeah, that left hand is the key to playing that trill well. The left hand, please focus on your left hand. Decide what beat you're going to always use. That's very good, but don't go faster in the right. You're going to have to do 2 30 seconds to each of your 16th.
You know what? I was only using 2 fingers, I forgot.
Now, I remember I told you that it's possible to do a 3-2-3-2 trill. You could do that too. You know why I like 3-2-3-1? Because if I'm using 3 fingers, I don't give 2 fingers all that extra work to do. I have alternating energies.
Yeah, I like to.
Now, but you could also do.
Let me ask you a question too about the ending. So,
well, we showed you make sure you do. Okay, let's talk about that because one, sorry. 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. It is tricky because at the very end it has to be 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, no more the other fingering. So it's a little tricky. If you stuck to this fingering, you can still do this one. Kind of easier for someone, but I find it a little hard to do so much 3, 2. I get tight. I like this. That's better. But it's not so easy to come out of that for the resolution of the trill, right?
Yeah.
What's happening now, let me say why that's getting tight, is you're doing a lot of finger action right now, not wrist action. So I want you to group the trill into slurs or waves of 4. Maybe you should do a lot of separate too, so that this hand gets to feel the contouring of the curvaceous sound. You have to do a lot of breathing. The breathing has to occur at the end so you don't choke. Because the hardest thing about this for me or anyone else is to get that little tag ending and get to there, right? It's like, oh, do I have enough like relaxation and presence of mind that I don't like go over it or go under the trill, but I get it right on the money? That's kind of hard. The way I do it psychologically is I say, hey, just pay attention to this hand because this is the arbitrator of the whole passage. If I start getting involved with this, I'm going to start getting like anxious, right? So this is my steadying forever person is the left hand. So if I did it fast, and I didn't get it exactly right. It's hard. That was good. Resolve. Nice.
And
okay, I'm going to conduct it.
I'm
going
gonna
to
have to
conduct
keep
you
practicing.
because there's only 4 beats and it's
Yeah.
divided into groups of
I gotta
4.
say 4.
Now here's the thing, there's 4 groups of 4/16s, but on top of that you're doing 30 seconds, so there's 2 30 seconds to each 16th, right?
Yeah.
But you're more interested in the steadying 16s, okay? But there, how many groups of them?
4.
All right, so let me be the conductor. Don't play. This is just to show what I'm going to do. I'm going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4.
3, 4.
And that's one of the next measure, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to be the conductor. I'm going to start with beats 2, 3, 4. You're coming over the measure to beat 1. And then you start with the B against the hand together D. Okay? Okay, here we go. And I'm going to do the counter. I'm not going fast. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And raise up. You did it. You did it. Because here I am conducting you, right?
Yeah.
But you've got to be the conductor now. Under your fingers, right?
Well, yeah, because you don't have to do it.
Right. You can't memorize that. It's
But I
just,
don't think you can go, like you said.
well, people have genetic trills. People have genetic trills. I mean, and if you have like, if you're a very excitable person, you might have a better trill than a kind of blot out person. See, here's mine. I'm not a great triller, I tell you too. It's not free. This is much better, see? I get a much like glowing, more glowing kind of shimmering trill with back fingering than I do with 3/2. For me. Now there are pianists that can trill 4/2, 4/2. You know, they go 4/2.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. They might like that. You'd be surprised. They like this. For me, it's tight.
Oh my gosh.
But you know, for Bach, a lot of times when you just have this, it works nice. For certain inventions, you know.
Oh, how interesting.
Well, there's other stuff. Here's we're by the lake here. This is so incredible. This is right in front of Judy's house. We're right down here by the lake and the children are playing and they're fishing. There's fishing here and swimming. What else? Boating. And there's a boat. Is that your boat down there, Judy?
No, that's the people who live right there. They can boat across to our little barbecue
So how big is the lake? How far does
little barbecue area?
how far is the
I'm next to Maddie's next, I think.
so how far does the lake expand out?
Well, it's flat on the dock so you can see.
Can you maybe like stay?
Come on out.
Yeah, I told you I'll do it after. Conan, is that something over there?
The dam was built in 1910. You overlook this lake. Holy cow, what a...
You see the aeration system?
Yeah.
So Andy
That
put
keeps everything clean and
Yeah.
so people can...
air, it gives oxygenates.
And
We
there's
have
lots of
a
children.
pump house. Oh yeah, and it's, you should see. By tomorrow, after it's cleaned up, there'll be kids here like.
Do you have like block parties of all the people that
Yeah.
live here?
Yeah, we have barbecues and
Nice. It's really a community here.
yeah.
Whoa, it's so beautiful. That house is so gorgeous too, right there. It's right on the water. That wouldn't be good for a piano, would it? Be right on that water?
I don't know. Actually, they have a piano.
They do.
Yeah.
I guess it would be okay as long as Yeah. It's still fine.
And the people who live across, right next to the left on the dam there, they have my piano for 5 years while I have this one.
Oh.
I said they could borrow it while I'm borrowing this one.
Well, I hope
'Cause I
you
wanted
have
someone
your
to make sure
piano.
they tuned it and kept it.
Nice, absolutely gorgeous. Thanks for having me here today. I'll never forget it. House right on the water.
Yes, and this was the cook's house. Somebody was there 24 hours a day, so when people came out on this road from Oakland on the stagecoach, they had a place to eat because there was nothing out here.
And that's the original house, but it's been added on.
Oh,
Wow,
it's
it's
been redone.
huge. That house is huge.
They've redone it.
Whoa.
But it's
So
still
who lives
beautiful.
there now?
Well, one of the
Sort of.
families.
I see. That must be a huge square footage. That is huge. Right overlooking the lake. Oh my God. It's gorgeous. And it ends right here. The property ends here.
Yeah.
Is that right? And then
You
so.
can come in this gate or the other gate on the other side.
And there it's called Lakewood is the name of the community. Off Walnut Creek or in Walnut Creek?
In Walnut Creek?
In Walnut Creek. What part of Walnut Creek is south, north? What is this called? Or is it
Probably east.
East Walnut Creek?
Yeah.
Wow. Now I know why people want to live in Walnut Creek. Beautiful.